time to walk around, walking around the compound. Lions and tigers all around, see some cats when Derek walks around.
Hello. Hello. How are you? Oh, good boy. Good boy. Hi. It's good to see you in here. Yesterday, I was going around in the evenings. After we had got done working on some stuff, I can't remember exactly what it was. I don't know if Heidi and I had been going around feeding. A lot of times work days will just kind of blend together. I was doing something of a compound work nature. Again, it's just the days they blend together. I was walking around. Hold on. Shut that. Letting all the cold air in. And, Archie was like in that house. And then Allie was over in the other one. Their outside house. And it was windy and it was kind of cold. It wasn't like cold, but it's cold enough. It was old people cold. You know, where it's like if you're young, maybe you can wear a long sleeve t-shirt and you're fine. If you're old, oh my gosh, you need a shawl. You need some of those like warm hand things where you crinkle them together and then you rub them and then, oh boy, and then you need a cup of Earl Grey tea. That's what kind of cold it was. And Allie and Archie both. Because I came in here thinking like, oh, they got to be in here. And both of the boxes were empty. And I'm like, what? And they're both just in one box, the other in the other box. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? What are you doing? This whole thing was made for you for days like that. And they're like, but we like the old thing. We don't like change. Yeah. It's like when you try to get Grandma a DVD player. And she's like, I don't like this. But it's better, Grandma. It's better. You can have so many more movies. Hi. You. Thank you. It's actually looking kind of nice out right now. The coloration of everything in the clouds. It's kind of pretty. It's been just really gray and bleak all day. But now the clouds have kind of thinned out. So there's actually patches of blue poking through. Just as like we're getting into kind of more dusky, kind of sunset-y time. So then you have the angle of the light, and then it's mixing with the blues and the grays and everything, and it's kind of nice. I like it. Hello. Hi, Nadel. How are you? Yeah. That's good boy. Oh, I'm gonna read about, well, no, I don't have to. It's gonna be like, I'm gonna hear about it on the Discord. I'm like, you'll only hear about it on the Discord if you actually read the comments on the Discord. So maybe I'll just like go silent I'll just put it down. Won't go check out for a bit. But I'm saying it because, hello. I'm sure that people, like, I'm filming this past the time that the webcast is actually even supposed to be posted. It is, what time is it right now? It's 4:50. Generally speaking, on Thursdays, webcasts get posted at 4 o'clock United States Central Standard Time, 4 in the PM. And it's 4:50. And I'm sure that there's people, because they have like the hashtag watch party. I don't know if you know that, but there's like a Discord watch party where they watch webcasts. and live streams and fancy casts and then comment on them together in real time. They like to have fun in that way. But I'm sure that there's people probably already who are like, is Derek going to post something? And then Melissa, poor Melissa, probably has to be just, she's like, I don't know, like the mom that's like trying to cover, you know, for just messy drunk dad. You know, like, why? They're at the dinner. Why is he acting funny? And I'm like, oh, you know, he just gets a little stressed out. It's okay. Eat your peas. Eat your peas. But people, they're just like, is there not going to be one? Because Melissa does. She'll text me. I'm like, is there a webcast today? And it's weird because, like I was saying before, how work days just blend because I've been off. I've been off of like work and I've been here. Which means that I've been like getting myself like more like I was gonna say doven in. I've gotten myself more doven in. But it's kinda works. I've doven more in just to the work tempo and everything. And because it's our daily operations. There's only so many people that can kind of, you know, be present to do this stuff. You know, still having to deal with the pandemic. And I've been, and it's also, not just that, it's not just the pandemic, but it's also holiday time. Still-ish. It's that weird time where we're in between interns. And this is usually, just regardless of whether or not there's a pandemic, recession, whatever. This time we always have like a whinnied down, pared down workforce. It just happens. It's just a thing that just happens. Generally speaking, halfway through December is when the fall... Whoa, she's like, don't you dare talk about the fall interns. I guess Malita's more of a spring interns person. Tiger, whatever. But the fall interns, their tour ends mid-December, December 15th, generally. And then the next round, spring interns, will start up mid-January. And interns, like, it's such an important thing. Because of course they're getting experience, they're learning how to work with cats and everything. But just from the perspective of being able to have just extra assistance, extra chaperoned and monitored assistance in some of those daily things, just waters, meds, feeding lemurs. Oh my gosh, that's such a big deal. Look at that pretty girl. Pretty girl. Pretty. She's so pretty. She's more than that. She's smart. She's got she goes on adventures, and she's got a lot of different things about her. She's got a personality. I get it. She has all those things. But she's also pretty. Anyway. Hi, Firebug. And this is, you know, anytime the work that we do here, much like the work that a lot of people do in a lot of places. Whoa. Goodness. Whoa. Who's that? Is that Fred? Fred's outside. What just happened? You know, like how, if you're not treating the work that you do like, if you treat it more like a sprint instead of a marathon, you're gonna have a bad time. Well, it's the same kind of thing for here. You have to do it at a marathon pace. You have to apply good, consistent kind of pressure and pace. So that's the other thing. This is the thing just about running in general. I know running analogy. I've been running a lot more. lately. Been doing a lot of that there running. And yeah, I mean, like, look, you can sit there and try to, you know, run at a higher rates, and that can kind of gas you out relatively early. But the other thing that a lot of people don't realize too is that if you're just doing just kind of like the tubby shuffle, the old tubbo shuffle, just he's like, what are you doing? Are you doing the tubby shuffle? If you're doing that, that can also gas you out too, but in different ways. It can kind of take away your muscle reserves, because it's also, you have to sit there and think, is if you're running and then you're doing a lot of like vertical bouncing, then you're expending energy up as well as trying to move forward. So the key is to try to like make sure that you're getting like a good, like solid kind of bouncy kind of thing, but maintaining that kind of forward gliding motion. And it's like the difference between having your foot on the gas of a vehicle and then just trying to kind of like slowly idle through a residential area at like 15 miles an hour versus kind of putting yourself into cruise control through more of a rural setting at like 45 miles an hour. You're actually probably going to be spending more fuel in that 15 mile an hour situation, just because you're able to kind of like capitalize on the momentum that your vehicle is already displaying. Again, your body being the vehicle. We're getting on all sorts of different kind of tangents. Also, hello all you big cat lovers out there. It's me, Derek, again. Welcome to another super duper fantastic episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Hi. Hello. How are you? Anyway, as I was talking about work stuff, and just, you know, me and Heidi and Destiny, every once in a while, you know, we have some different folks that are able to be at the facility because they also, they happen to have like either lifestyles or things or careers that allow them to do more kind of quarantining kind of things. It's like, oh, maybe they have like I work from home. Well, it's like, all right, well, if that's the case, then we don't have to worry about it kind of coming out kind of thing. And then others like, what are you? It's like, I'm a greeter at Walmart. I'm like, you might want to just not be around for a bit. You might want to hold off. So, you know, just case by case type thing. But regardless, you know, just, of course, Destiny doing a lot of work, and Heidi and everything. And but since I'm here, and I'm here in a little bit of a longer, more extended kind of like staycation, which is nice. I've been definitely trying to throw myself into the mix as far as just, you know, the different kind of things. I've been doing meds. I'm doing a lot of meds. It's funny because you have those weird little hi, sugar pie. You're giving me like a look like if I got too close that you might get a little bit kind of stinky, and I don't want you to get stinky. I don't want you to get stinky. Hi, baby girl. Hey, sugar pie. Hi, look over here. Look over here. Don't look at the phone. Don't look at the phone. Don't look at the phone. Look over here. Look at me. Look at me. Hi. Hello. Good girl. Good girl. There she goes. Hi, baby. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, that was a close one. But you ever have certain tasks? Isn't it? It's weird. Like there's certain things, like certain morning routines. I think I've talked about this very thing in a webcast in the past. But it's like you'll have morning routines that for some reason, like I don't know. It's not to sit there and say like I wish I didn't do this thing. I'm not. Like we're talking about like brushing your teeth or like shaving. What I'm saying is like you have morning routines that for some reason they're just more annoying than others. There's like ugh for like no reason. They just are. I know that shaving can be something like that. I don't know. And it's like, I like the aftermath of it, even though, but you know, it's all right to be a little bit clean shaven. Certainly, Heidi thinks I'm a lot more smoochable when I'm a freshly shaven lad. When I'm a freshly shaven man. What's going on over here? You're angry ball of poof! Ah! Woo! Yeah. Murder poof! You're a murder poof! Man. The most dangerous poof. Hi. Hello. Hi, baby. Hey. But there's certain like morning tasks that, like, I don't know, like watering is super important. You gotta water the cats, but a lot of times, like, people can be just like, if like you say like, oh, well, would you rather do meds or would you rather water? There's going to be someone who says, I would rather water. And then another person was like, I would rather do meds. And for me and Destiny was just like, I would rather water. And I was just like, I'd rather do meds. And then she was just like, well, good, because, you know, meds is not exactly always my favorite thing to do. And I'm like, that's great, because watering is not my favorite thing to do. So, and it's like, oh, look at that. So, yeah. But, this morning, and I told Des the night before, like, hey, like, because she's been working, really hard, and like I said, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint, and you gotta have downtime. You just have to. It's you make yourself, you go crazy if you don't. You really can just put yourself in a bad spot. Just mentally, emotionally, physically, if you're not getting that recharge time. But you have to have other people that you can trust to kind of fill in for you. So last night I was just like, hey, I'll take care of Water's meds, feeding lemurs, and then we can all kind of get together and clean afterwards. She's like, all right, that's fine. That would be agreeable. She's able to get a little bit of a sleep in, which is nice. Which is very important. And sometimes that can be really hard to come by here, because your life in so many ways, and especially during this time of year, it is guided by the needs of the facility and the responsibilities of taking care of these animals. It just is. It just is. And sometimes it can be a thing that it I don't want to make it seem like, you're shackled to this, but it is a thing that you do become, like, it is a thing that you become tied to. So, being able to just have some of those moments of respite, very important. Very important. But, so yeah, woke up this morning, got myself some coffee. And went out, did the waters. You gotta go around, do all the waters in the compound. Yeah, hi. Fed the lemurs. Oh, no, actually, I take that back. Woke up in the morning, and I guess some guy called Heidi at like 6 in the morning and wouldn't, and it basically, just called and kept on calling. And then she answers like, hi, hello. And she was like, he woke her up. And he's like, I have a cow. And she's like, you can drop him off after 8. And he's like, okay. So, yeah, woke up having coffee. Unloaded the cow. Shot it. Then did the waters. Then fed the lemurs. And then did the meds. And went in and had had a late lunch with Heidi, with the missus, because she was doing inside work, office work, etc. Oh, stinky, you're stinky. You're very stinky. You have stink. Gross. Of course you are. You're probably smelling yourself. You're probably smelling yourself. And then after that, I was able to link up with Des, and we were able to go around and clean a bunch of enclosures that didn't get done. And by the time we got done with that, we're already now getting close to the end of the day and sunset time. And Melissa's already texted me and was asking, like, do you have a webcast? And I'm like, crap. Just a minute. She's like, oh no. That's like just being in the, that's like being in the bathroom, you know. You're trying to take a crap, and then someone is just banging on the door, and then it's breaking your and you're just like, hold on. She's like, the other people gotta use the bathroom. Hold on. I don't think that, maybe the analogy is not like that. But I feel bad. I feel bad all the time because she does. Here's the thing, she texts me. And she reminds me, I'm like, hey, is there a webcast today? And then sometimes when I'm in the middle of, and it's not like it's this, it's not like this Derek.exe stopped working. But it's not to sit there and say that, like, oh my gosh, I was so overworked and it's so stressed out and everything. But no, it's just the day has been filled. And you have sometimes the best laid out intentions of wanting to get things done, and then they just don't get done in the way that you're, originally kind of thinking and anticipating. And I have to text back, I'm like, I'm sorry. She's like, no, it's okay, don't worry about it. Thumbs up emoji. I'm like, I'll do better. But I want to say, I do want to be able to kind of explain that there's some people, and especially, because again, I started off by saying, like, I'll probably hear it on the Discord, but people, they have conversations, I'm like, oh, what's going to happen? Is it going to be? Because when I did the night stream, because I said, like, hey, I think I'm going to do a night stream, and I made that message on the Discord. Whoa! Choo-choo! Choo-choo! This is the thing. Because I posted a thing on Discord saying, like, I think I'm going to go try to do a live stream at night with a flashlight and I'll test it on you guys, and that should be a cool thing, but I have to wait until it gets dark. And then people are like, oh my gosh, get yourself ready, it's going to be awesome. And then after, like, it was already dark for a little bit, people, they naturally start posting in the Discord, and they weren't being like crappy about it. They just were just being like, I don't think Derek's coming. I don't know if he is. And I felt bad because I was helping Heidi. Like, me and Heidi were cleaning ravens. We were cleaning up ravens enclosure, getting all of her pee-pee bedding and everything switched out back and forth. So yeah. And then I see the messaging, and there's a bunch of people just saying, like, it's not going to happen. I'm like a bunch of Charlie Browns. And I'm like, I'm going to get out there. I won't let you down. And it seems like I haven't been do that a lot lately. People are like, are you going to give us videos? And I'm like, I'll try. I will. Just give me some moments. Hold on. I just need to get, I will. I just, there's cats. They're snuffling. I feel like this whole cast, it's just been me having to explain myself to Melissa, so I don't have to type it out in a text. Yeah, I'll just type C Exhibit A. For why I've been so inconsistent lately. Which is weird because I have all this, it's strange because this is a phenomenon that happens. Like, it's like the more time I have off, the more time I'm home, that I'm here, like, oftentimes the more inconsistent my filming schedule gets. But it's also because like the more just into the mix and the flow of the facility operation I become. So, yeah. Oh, look at her. She's going. She's been sneaking up on cows all day. Mika's been sneaking up on cows. She's like, can I join you? You guys seem really cool. I'm your biggest fan. Also, I wanted to show you this really quick. That we were when we were cleaning. That's actually Slade. That's a Slade whisker. Yeah, that's Slade right there. That's all that's left. That's all we found. No, that is a Slade whisker. And sometimes it's like, especially if you're working in like multiple cat enclosures, you know, Mikazara, you might find a whisker and be like, well, whose is it? You know, sometimes it's hard to tell. But for single cat enclosures, it's pretty easy to tell. That is a Slado potato. Hold on. So yeah, there's Master Potato Head's face hairs. All right. Like I said, listen, the clouds they just look really nice. Just peaceful and just the right kind of mix of just colors and light and texture. It's very nice, actually. I like it. I like it a lot. Potato! He's over there. He just got made a visit to the pooping corner because he likes to take his dumps over there, as was evidenced by just the percentage. Because the cats are, I mean, blech. Of course, like the cats are they're gonna have poops in their enclosure, and then you know if they do it on the perimeter, a lot of times they'll do it on perimeters and stuff like that. That's generally a thing that a lot of cats will do. And Slade had a couple things here and there, but like if you were to sit there and say the percentage, the number of just poops that he had, most of them were in the pooping corner. Come on, and that just sounds like a weird public accent. I don't know, like show. The pooping corner with Slade. Potato. Everyone is so excited because Destiny is doing evening feed. Dang it! Maximum video size saved. I always forget. I put it on a new aspect ratio. And then it changes the actual file size of the videos themselves. Therefore, the time in which it takes to record and have the video just automatically just, chunk itself into two separate pieces, is lessened. Before it used to be like, okay, well, if you make it to like 34 minutes and like 10 seconds, that's when it would kind of click into that thing. But now it's 28 minutes and 10 seconds. So I have to be more conscious and careful of that. I was not anticipating to have this last as long as it did anyway, but whatever. We're having a good time, right? We're having a good time in the pooping corner. And you think that you're going to be getting fed. He's like, but I want to make more contributions to the pooping corner. Come back. I can't use my corner unless I get fed by you. It's not your turn. You don't get fed right now. You don't get fed today, actually. So sorry, bud. He's like, this is a miscarriage of justice. I don't think that he he wouldn't know. That seems to be like too complicated of a sentence for him. This bad. That's about it. That's right. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Hashtag Dorbus Award in the comment section below. Like and subscribe for all of your big cat goodness. And if you want to learn more about the facility around me, you can always visit the website CareRescueTexas.com for more information. And I'll see you folks later. You keep them tigers fed. All right. Bye-bye.
Monkey's buttered toast. Munchie saw a ghost. Mika weighs the most.